Hello, this is Random Poke, and today we're reviewing Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. Now, many of y'all probably remember this game. It's actually a pretty good game. It's basically Star Fox meets Zelda. And there's one saying that makes this game very memorable, at least to some people, and we're about to see what that is. I'm sure you can guess. And yes, it's true. This is the game that introduced Crystal Fox to the world. Kind of like when Lola Bunny was introduced. So you can understand why this game was so popular back then, because certain groups. Now, even though there's voice acting at the start, it's in a language that no one fucking understands. Until later when you get the Dino Translator. This combines Zelda aspects with, of course, Star Fox aspects with the shooting stages. There's only one thing that annoys me about this game, and that's the fucking little dinosaur that follows you around later. But anyway, in this first opening battle that you have to do, sorry, I had to remember what the attack button was. In this first opening battle that you're forced to do, there's no way to die. So you just keep playing it until you win. But this is basically just an introduction to the shooting stages. So it doesn't matter if you win or lose on this one anyway, because you're guaranteed to win. It's just an introduction to the shooting stages. But later on, you gotta be a little bit better at your dodging. But in the opening, it doesn't matter if you get hit a lot or not, because you're guaranteed to win. I always assumed this was like the advancement of Guardian Legend. You know, if you remember Guardian Legend on the NES, which was a combination of a Zelda style and like a Zelda game. So this game reminds me of like the evolution of Guardian Legend. Both of them have female protagonists, and both of them were a cross. Even though for the majority of this game you play as Star Fox, there are parts in the game where you do play as Crystal. You start off playing as Crystal, and later in the game there will be other parts where you play as her. But the main focus of this game is, of course, on Star Fox trying to rescue her and save the dinosaur planet. Yeah, now the adventure begins. And it tells you how to play the game. And their Y ability is crossed out at the start, but hers is a rolling skill. And of course, this whole first part was Crystal as a tutorial. But later, like I said, there'll be parts later where you play as her anyway. Every time you find a treasure or a power-up, it does exaggerated like Zelda discovery thing. Well, in this game, it's not just holding over your head. It's like a whole animation of them being surprised and happy. Instead of a regular inventory. Wait, that's the other shit. Instead of a regular inventory, you get this odd inventory. But it's not, like I said, it's not a horrible thing. The inventory's not bad. It's an interesting inventory system. Now we meet the main villain of the game.
General Scales. Hiku, Kohud, or Taskuki, if dinosaur planet. Ud neokraju, ui kimo nekt.
Am dek kutsuho kekori oi. Am etko kutsuho rosvejo evu tashkov zuk.
Yeah, it goes without saying, for Nintendo GameCube, the graphics are actually really well done for the GameCube, so can't complain about the graphics. Even the music and the atmosphere is pretty good in this game. Like even though you could definitely tell there are, you know, glitches, like the rain disappearing on the guy and all that. But GameCube was still, I guess, an early system.
General Scales!
Rodzesk, General! Moro do Kemo!
Kia Chajdekelu!
Koshvat Keo Yezo Ev Keo Tashkov Shaduk! Anito Avgiash Ash Neo Keo Tashkuf Shaduk Ash Sematvem.
Now we get to the first level in the game.
Kiagachki Okurzoa Palace! Avowe, we are Jato! Rolo Suvi! Kiakakio! Tajwich met Joshut Kuso!
Yep, and this is where the game begins, for real. It even tells you how to save your game on the memory card. Yeah, just like a lot of these games, you're best off saving constantly. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Now, the first thing you gotta do... Oh, wait, yeah, we gotta go here first. I forgot, yeah, we gotta start by unlocking this gate. That's why we got that key on the airship. And yeah, the first thing you gotta do is run around with these explosive barrels blowing up boxes. And just like the later Zeldas, every time you first find an item, you gotta go through the long victory thing for finding it the first time. I mean, I understand why they do that, to teach you about the items, but it gets annoying pretty quick. Of course, you could talk to the other guys to get more backstory, but you don't really have to. And now we get to the main thing. Now later you're going to have to go through this entire place, but at the start of the game... Alright, you might as well go ahead. Oh wait, no. Go ahead and heal since I took a hit. But yeah, it's a pretty good game overall. It has really, it's really good at the 3D graphics and shit. And the gameplay itself does feel like a Zelda in most cases. The whole point of the game, the majority of it, is running through these trap-filled... Oh, I gotta get another bomb before we can do that. I forgot. And yeah, the ability to change the shit so you can see what you're doing is nice. And yeah, it's actually an incredibly well-made game, and definitely worthy of the Star Fox genre. Hell, it's even worthy of the Zelda genre. What? Look. I guess I wasn't close enough. Like I said, the music in this game is really well done too. What? How was I not close enough? This time I'm gonna get right up on the door. Maybe you have to be right up on it. Even those fucking swinging around jellyfish things look like they come right out of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm just gonna blow the shit up point blank with the door. Fuck! Well, I'm completely screwing up right now. Pretty bad since it is the very beginning of the game. Fuck out of the way, electric jellyfish. We're trying to do a review on this game. This is actually an incredibly good game. And one that I don't think I've ever actually beaten. I've came close to beating it before, but I don't know if I've ever actually beaten it. Why can't I blow that up? I better guess talk to that guy, because I should have been able to blow that up. Maybe I missed the story part. Anything else I may have needed to talk to blow that up? Because obviously all I have to do is blow that up. Maybe I was supposed to talk to all of them. No? Now let's try it again. Because obviously we should be able to just blow that shit up. So why won't it let me blow it up? There, it works. Maybe I was just the wrong distance. I don't know, but that was bullshit. And here you learn to drop items.
Keo Kuso, Toot Uwe Kutsak, Keo Uhu, Toot Wo.
Los ek oe, kill truck, kill touch, coop,
Yeah, it's goddamn hot where I am right now.
Ukasbot, I shot to cut, for Kutsak. No, no. Would you
I
shut
bought a new fan and my AC stopped working, but it's still goddamn hot.
Kill King Earthwalker. Shot its game. Hekat's Kiash Shushat Fusuzo. Kutsimo Eve Keo Krizoa. Keo Krizoa. Oho Fuso Fahax. Venovic Roadbu. Keo Rado Kevo K. Okuda. Naki Keo Fahax. Ekuda Ash 2.
At Kutso Jimoker Atsute.
Moak. Et Kokio Fiho Eve Kutsu. Sutkubo Keo Gaj.
And that's where Crystal's part of the story is. Crystal's entire part is to pass all the tests of the Krazoa spirits and release them back into the temple. Yep, her entire purpose in this game is to collect the Krazoa spirits, while Star Fox's entire purpose is to save the planet and locate all the dinosaurs and all that shit kind of stuff. But even though it's basically two separate characters doing two separate objectives, they actually did it pretty well. And like I said, it is actually a really good game. I know I'm not making it sound that way, but yeah, it's actually an incredibly good game and definitely one of the best games on GameCube. I mean, I may play through this entire game just because it's been so long since I played it. But yeah, it is an excellent game. Oh yeah, there's that slide down if you want to do that. I just did that for the fuck of it. But yeah, there are the different Krazoa trials you have to pass. And they involve multiple parts. The first part is the actual dungeon crawling part, and then there's always some final test you gotta take when you get to the spirit itself. Now the first one, of course, is fairly short. Oh! Thought that silver water killed you. And here's the spirit. It's basically a game of cups, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, don't touch the fire. Ah, don't stand in the fire. That's also an important saying. Once you find them 3 times, he possesses her, and then you can place the first spirit. I know, Pira is fucking hot. I thought that fan was gonna help, but apparently not. That victory pose. You got the first spirit. And that's one thing I kind of don't understand is why did they make her a I mean, they could have easily made her the main character of this game without Star Fox, but I guess because Star Fox was already a well-known character, they just kind of made Star Fox added to the game as a primary character. But they could have easily made this game with Crystal as the main character and didn't even have Star Fox involved. And it could have been its own line of games like Crystal's Quest or something like that, or something more clever, but anyway, they chose to make it a Star Fox even though they could have easily made it its own game without tagging Star Fox into it. But it being a Star Fox game doesn't hurt it. It's just kind of odd because they could have easily made this its own game where she was the main character and it didn't involve Star Fox at all. But yeah, for a GameCube game and a Star Fox game, it's still an excellent addition and definitely worth playing. Yeah, the cinematics and everything, they did really well on it all. But that's the last you see and play of Crystal till way later in the game. After this story part, from here on out is all about Star Fox for a long time. Because after all, when people are playing this game, they do want to see Star Fox because he's the main character of the game, and Star Fox is an excellent franchise for what franchise it had. Yeah, forget.
Affirmative. I'll get back to work.
You notice those ridiculous posters in the background and shit? They actually did really good details on this game for it being on GameCube, like the hair on the animals and shit. They actually did a really good job with the graphics and details on this game. So I can't complain. They didn't skimp on the fucking details.
General Pepper here. I have a new mission for you, Fox. You are approaching Dinosaur Planet, an ancient world on the edge of the Lilac System. As you will see, chunks of the planet have been torn from its surface. It's your job to get them back. If Dinosaur Planet explodes, it could affect the entire Lilac System. The only lead we have is that you must locate the Queen of the Earthwalker dinosaur tribe. Maybe she can help you further. Either way, your fee has been approved. If you are successful, then the money will be forwarded to you immediately. Pepper out.
You heard the General. Let's do it.
Now, every time you travel between the planet chunks, you have to go through a little mini game. And the little mini game that you have to go through to get through each to get to each planet area is pretty much like Star Trek. I mean, not Star Trek, but Star Fox, the game, where you're just doing a Star Fox shooter, and you have to go through a ring to progress and survive. But it has to be a gold ring. Going through the silver ring doesn't really do much. But yeah, at this point, the game is pretty much Star Fox, which is a game I do miss, and I should actually do a playthrough or review. Yeah, I don't think it really matters what your score is on these parts. But yeah, this is pretty much what you expect from Star Fox. And there are plenty of these stages throughout the game. Sorry, I'm too busy thinking about shit and not paying attention, so I got hit too many times. But yeah, that's what you expect from Star Fox. And yeah, you gotta go through fighting stages like that every time you transfer to a new area. And yeah, you get a score and everything, just like playing a classic Star Fox. But then after that, you go back to the Zelda style. So it does that's why I think it makes me think of Guardian Legend. Because if you ever played Guardian Legend on the NES, it jumps between airplane shooter and Zelda style also. Well, like I said, that makes this a really good game. It has variety to it.
Great flying, Fox! For a moment I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator.
Yeah.
Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I've finished. And don't forget, you're looking for the Queen of Water. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
Okay, General. But what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you, Fox. Shoot first, ask questions later. This mission is about saving the planet, not blowing it up. It requires a different tactic. Try using your head.
Yeah, very funny, sir. Fox out.
Yeah, the voice acting and everything about this game is actually really well done. I mean, like I said, this is a great addition to the Star Fox series. And like I said, if they didn't have Star Fox in it and just focused on the Crystal character, it would have been a great Zelda spin-off too. They did a really good job with this game. And here's where you get the sword, except in this game it's a staff.
Oet mishkut ke ijo aj najoko. Mojekov miad ijo aj at smoke. Ut ad kikeno oe baksh mufofen. Kubo tabahodus kai. Ke ikon ak fenovik kusbe. Oe sutoksha ijo akeo feko ke nekt wit oe. Ko kafkad hezb ides baj akomj ik ev kuj. Kubo suro mojekov. Ut adat nav kubo suro evoe.
Yep, now we got Star Fox's main weapon, the trusty staff. Here we go as the first combat of the game. Yeah, you can guard, you can attack, there's all sorts of shit you can do. We found that items where you have to go through the victory pose.
toujours nak akosuo. Ak mushekov kushkeo oe ruho hoto ke rosemo ashmushko. Roveo kio shikufu semshe oe enf. Oe mishkut kei shuvukat sokki hei oe kuts. Vekanak shuk. Utujelo ruka ujuduk.
Yeah. And as you guessed, as you go through the game, you get different power-ups and abilities with the staff. Kind of like Link getting different items and abilities like up thrust and down thrust. So yeah, going through this game, just like Zelda, you do gain different powers of the staff through secret areas and all that shit. So once again, great game, and it has a lot of shit to discover and explore. It's kind of odd you have to buy maps, but yeah, map data is something you can purchase from the shop. And all these crystals just upgrade the staff ability. You gotta be really careful because the aiming in this game is pretty sensitive. So you gotta be careful about your aiming because it is sensitive. But now you got your range attack that also is your first important puzzle solving ability. I know, Pyrrha. Well, I'm about to end this episode. Watch out for those flying assholes. They could be a pain in the ass. I mean, you could kill them by using the staff, but that's up to you. And this is the main hub, the shop area in the game that you'll be coming back to quite a bit. The Sword and Tail store where you can buy maps to various locations and other various items.
Welcome to my store.
This weird ghost velociraptor thing.
I have food, special goods, and many maps. And if you like to play games, then enter the Scarab Room. Yeah. Oh, and that's the exit.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, if you find something that you like, then choose that item and we'll discuss a price. Is that clear?
Well,
Good. Now, hurry and choose something. Or get out.
Yeah, there are a lot of comical aspects to this game, and I do like how you can haggle in the shop. So haggling,
20 scarabs, and I'll give you a cheat token.
yeah, cheat tokens. I forgot about those. But yeah, the shop is broken up into different sections, and each section does have value. Like, this is the section where you can get shit that's actually important to the story, like rock candy, Tricky's ball, and all that shit. This section of the shop gives you all sorts of shit, like that snow artifact, that bag, and even a map, and the Firefly Lantern. And then there's this section of the shop, which one is this? Oh, this is the one where you can buy your shit like bomb spores, fuel cells, and all the shit you would need as basic healing items and other accessory items. And so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a big variety in the shop for shit that you'll have to buy, but the main thing is the maps. Besides other essentials, maps are the most important thing in this shop that you need to purchase, because otherwise you'll have to know map data and not even know where the hell you're going. So you want to buy maps, and that's the most important thing in this shop. Well, anyway, I'm about out of time for this video, so I'm probably about to end it here. But yeah, Star Fox Adventures, great game for GameCube. Probably one of the best games on GameCube, in my opinion. And I may actually do a full playthrough of it. But for now, we gotta save it. And I gotta end this video. So until next time, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video. Who knows, I may be resuming this game. But until then, enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. So have a good night, or whatever. And please don't forget to subscribe.